Hi everyone and welcome to my next vlog. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rob and I've spent the last 16 years of my life crisscrossing the globe, going to a different country on a weekly basis. I'm a blogger, a vlogger and a travel addict. Now, as we all know, the majority of the UK is under some form of lockdown. And this means that all but essential travel is currently banned. But what does that mean for those of us who have flights or holidays booked that are coming up in the next few weeks, or even for those of us who are thinking about booking a holiday and going away somewhere in the next few months? In this vlog, we're going to be taking a quick look at what we need to know and what we're entitled to. At the moment, you are only legally permitted to travel under the following circumstances. That will be for work, for medical reasons, for legal reasons, or compassionate reasons. If your travel doesn't fall under those categories, unfortunately, at the moment, you cannot go. If your travel is allowed at the moment, always check the Foreign Office website because there's a lot of countries that have completely shut their borders to British travellers. Yes, unfortunately, since we've left the European Union, some things for British travellers travelling around Europe are going to change. However, the EU flight regulations and passenger protections that we enjoyed before have now been embedded into UK law, so in that respect, nothing changes. And believe me, this is a very good thing because those regulations offer travellers much better protection. If you're flying from a UK or a European airport, under EU and UK flight regulations, if your flight is cancelled, you are entitled to a full refund. If you're flying into an EU or UK airport from another destination around the world and your flight is cancelled, if you're with an EU or a UK registered airline, you are also entitled to a full refund. Now, that's unlikely to happen for most people at the moment because most people are at home under lockdown conditions, but it's a really good one to remember going forwards. You might be offered an alternative to a refund, and if you want to take that, that's entirely up to you. But this is just to let you know that you're entitled to a refund and you're entitled to it within 7 days. Now, obviously, everything is up in the air, so it might be taking airlines and tour operators a lot longer than normal. You might have to sit tight and show a little bit of patience. Hello? I'm still waiting. You might find yourself in the situation that you legally can't travel, but your airline or tour operator is still making that trip. Now, if this is the case, unfortunately, you are not entitled to a refund. That said, most airlines and tour operators have changed their policies to make things a lot more flexible for their customers. So you might find that you're offered the chance to change the date of your booking, you might be offered a travel voucher, or you might even actually be offered a refund after all. So make sure that you do speak to your airline or tour operator. Just remember that if you are offered a travel voucher that you can use at a later date, if the price of the holiday or the flight goes up, you're going to have to pay the difference. If you have a package holiday booked, so if you've booked a flight and a hotel with the same tour operator in the same package, the likelihood is this trip is going to get cancelled if we're under some form of lockdown. That's because all British tour operators have to comply with government rules and regulations on travel. And at the moment, you can only travel for legally permitted reasons. Non-essential travel is out the window. So in this case, again, you are entitled to a full refund. Now, you might be offered something else by your tour operator. Again, that's entirely up to you with what you want to accept. If you do go for a refund, this time it has to come back to you within 14 days. You know your rights now. If you've arranged for a refund to come, just have patience because again, there's a massive backlog of people and tour operators are really struggling to get money back to people. So again, sit tight, be patient, it will come. So when lockdown lifts, which is going to happen, and we get our wings back again, always check the Foreign Office travel advice for the destination that you're going to. If they're advising against all but essential travel and you've booked travel insurance but you still decide to go, your travel insurance is going to be null and void. Always book on a credit card, because if you're having problems getting a refund when you're actually entitled to one, you can always go back to your card provider and try and claim the money back using chargeback or under Section 75 of the Consumer Credit Act. You may want to consider booking your next holiday as a package deal. This will offer you much greater protection if things go wrong under the package travel regulations. If you don't want to do that, just make sure that your accommodation is booked under a cancelable, flexible, refundable policy, because the last thing you want is that if your flight gets cancelled, you're going to miss out on the money that you paid for your hotel, your hostel or your villa. I know things are a little bit grey and tired out there, but this is not going to be forever, and soon we will be jetting off to far off lands for new adventures. For now, stay safe, look after each other, love one another. If you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram at Rob_Globetrotter.